Today we're going to be talking about owning up to your own shit. Now, how many times in life have we taken full responsibility and full blame of anything and everything, or we went far left where we actually did all the bad stuff and we didn't own up to anything? We're like, nope, wasn't me, I don't know what it is. Don't worry, man. I know that we've both done both, but it's finally time to own up to the bullshit. Yes, guess what? We're going to be doing that in this episode, why you should do it, and what are the pros, what are the cons. I personally just think, let's just throw it all out there. We're going to get deep with it. I'm the Fearless Mentor. I'm Joseph McMahon. Any bit of value from this podcast, throw us a 5-star on iTunes, Spotify, or a subscribe and like button on YouTube. Let's jump into this episode. Owning up to your own shit. Now, I know damn well you took that last cookie and blamed it on your little brother, your little sister, maybe the dog, maybe your spouse. Maybe it's something at work where you didn't own up to it at all. Okay, and you let someone else completely take the blame. Well, honestly, how far does that get you? And really, how bad do you feel? Come on now, we both done it. Stop acting like you've never done it before. Well, the thing is about this is that whenever we do this, we feel honestly pretty bad. Unless if you're like no-hearted, coded human being that doesn't deserve to be on this earth. No, that's so messed up. But what I'm getting at is that you just feel like a piece of shit afterwards. You don't feel like you're cool. You don't feel like you're nice. You feel like you're this entitled person. And honestly, it just makes you feel horrible. So why even go down that road? Yeah, do you feel horrible for that 1 second of just getting your butt chewed? Yes. But then after that, guess what? You might make up. You might actually maybe lose that job, or it actually might go better for you because everybody has more respect that you took the blame. But whenever you don't own up to it and you blame it on somebody else, now you're going to have people that hate you. Now that you're going to have people that don't look up to you, now you're not going to maybe get that leadership role or that leadership position because you didn't want to take the blame on the little things. Why would you take the blame on the big things? So that's the reason why also too, whenever it's partially my fault, I just take full responsibility for it, bro. Why are two people going to be getting in trouble whenever one person can get it all? That's just what I do. But also what I realize is that whenever I feel like I throw somebody under the gutter, whenever I blame somebody, whenever I, tell on somebody, I feel almost like a freaking horrible person because of the fact that why would you ever want to do that? And it's not going to just lead to that little bit of butt chewing, but this is going to prolong the process where you feel guilty for days, for hours, for weeks, whatever it may be. I don't know how long it might take you depending on what you did. But just own up to it, bro. Own up to your shit that you already did. So we already talked about the cons about this whole entire thing. Owning your own shit, bro. Own up to it. You might have guilt. Most likely you are going to have guilt. Most likely you're going to look at it as a bad guy. Most likely the truth always comes out. So why not talk about the pros that come up with just owning your own shit? If your breath smells, let's just say, and you're like, yeah, my fucking breath smells. Well, nobody could talk shit to you because you already know that your breath smells, bro. Or like that's might be a bad example to some people, but it's just like own up to the things that you've already done and that you did, because no one can use that as like something to target you with, or no one can hurt you with that. Or let's just say that even if you take the full blame and someone else was involved, people are now going to respect you more. People are going to be like, man, he's maybe the leadership, or man, he's also really dumb. It can go either way. But honestly, probably a little bit of both. But what I'm getting at is that you're not going to have no more guilt. You're honestly going to get more respect. There's so many pros that come with of just owning up to it. Not only that, whenever you finally own up to the bullshit that you've been doing, you finally start to grow as a person. It's not always acceptable to blame everybody. In fact, it's really never acceptable. If you did something wrong, why should someone else take the blame? Why should someone else clean up the mess that you freaking made? The list can go on in terms of that. Just own up to it. Evolve as a person. Become the best self possible. You'll probably honestly become a better person in the process. You're going to learn from your mistakes. There's nothing bad about owning up to your own shit, bro. Just own up to it, move on from it, learn from it, and keep going. So much reward of just owning up to all the BS that you've done in life, because no one could just hold that against you, man. So now we talked about the pros. Now we talked about the cons. Now you intertwine them. Go from what you want to do from there. What has something been weighing on your mind? Maybe you just got to go out there, own up to it, and just move on from it. Learn from it. On this podcast, we do two things. That is getting out of our comfort zone and becoming the best self possible. I am Joseph McMahon, your fearless freaking mentor. If this podcast provided you any bit of value, I ask for nothing in return other than you like and subscribe to this channel. And if you listen to iTunes and Spotify, please throw us a 5-star. It really helps grow the channel because we're about to make it big this year, baby. We're at 600 subs, and I promise you by the end of the year, we're going to make it to 1,000. But that's in your hands. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. Let me know down in the comments, what do you want to see next time? What's weighing heavy on you? And what are you finally going to do? Are you finally going to own up to the shit that you've been doing in life? I freaking hope so, man. I'm Joseph McMahon, the Fearless Mentor. And y'all know what we say at the end of the video. As always, stay fearless, baby.